Welcome to a Camp Landing history video. I'm Dr. George Cressman. I serve as the Camp Landing Museum's historian. And we most appreciate your spending time with us to watch these videos. Today, I'm going to be chatting with you a little bit about engineer training that went on here at Camp Landing during World War II. In a previous video we talked some about IRTC training here at Camp Landing, Infantry Replacement Training Center training that happened here at Camp Landing. But we also had a number of independent units that trained through Camp Landing. And today I'm going to talk about some of the specific activities that happened with training of engineer combat units here at Camp Landing. The training, as was typical of most Army training during World War II, was highly specific and very pragmatically focused. So combat engineers do a lot of demolition work. And so here in this first slide, you get a view of demolition training going on here at Camp Landing. This particular training had a very functional use. The area on North Post was being cleared for a new machine gun range, and there were a number of trees on the post that had to be removed. So combat engineers came out to train on demolition work. You see in the left-hand photo, you see them placing explosives on a tree. And in the lower right photo, you see the entire area has now been cleared and is ready for use as a machine gun range. Combat engineers are tasked with building bridges. There are specific engineer units that build the much larger bridges, but the smaller combat engineer units built lighter use bridges. And here you see a photograph of a bridge that the pioneers or engineers have built. This is a medium weight bridge, and it's across a small creek on the south side of South Post of Camp Landing. But there were other kinds of bridges that engineers would build. Here's a pontoon bridge that the engineers have built across Black Creek here in what was included in the post area during World War II. And you see infantry troops coming across. What engineers had to do, in many cases, was move vehicles across hazards for which there were no roads in place. You see some of that activity of moving vehicles, and in the left-hand photograph you see a Jeep being hoisted over a large ditch. No road available, can't build a bridge fast enough, so the Jeep was hoisted up and moved across that large ditch. In the lower right-hand photo, you see an interesting activity that was practiced here at Camp Landing. Here you see a group of soldiers floating a Jeep across a portion of Lake Kingsley. The Jeep is laid out on a tarpaulin in which a large number of wood, tree branches and so on have been installed in that tarpaulin. The Jeep driven onto it and then floated across the water itself. Now that effort, floating vehicles, got to be fairly extensive. And as you look at this next slide, you'll see a cargo truck being floated across, again, a portion of Lake Kingsley. The next time you're at Camp Landing, walk through our static displays on the World War II side, and you'll see this cargo truck out there. It's the truck that's being floated across in this particular photograph. Even ambulances got to ride across the lake in the same manner, tarpaulin floated with wood. Well, thanks again for spending some time with us to learn a little bit about some of the engineer training that happened here at Camp Landing. I hope you'll come visit us. We're open every day from noon to 4. And for Camp Landing, our staff, at the museum and all our wonderful volunteers, this is Dr. George Cressman signing off.